Now we are going to discuss about Windows 7, which is the latest version of operating system released by Microsoft company. Here we are going to discuss mainly about the new and changed features in Windows 7 when compared with the previous version of Microsoft operating systems. Next, the hardware requirements for Windows 7, then the features which are removed from the previous version of Microsoft OS. Now we are going to discuss about new and changed features in Windows 7. The newly added features in Windows 7 are Android recognition, support for virtual hard disk, performance improvement on multi-core processing, board performance, kernels, etc. In new version of Windows Media Center, a gadget 482 XPS Essential Pack, Windows PowerShell, calculator, and many things are being added. In addition to the control panel, some of the newly added features like Workspace Center, troubleshooting, recovery, display, system icon, bioinformatic devices, other sensors are added in the control panel. Then comes the Windows Security Center, in which the name has been changed here, that is as a new name with Windows Action Center. It has both security and maintenance of the computer. In addition to these things, an error snap, which is the main thing added in Windows 7. When a user moves windows that are maximized, the system restores their previous state automatically. This is in turn to be the special features. Even shortcut keys can be used for doing this purpose. Windows borders and taskbars do not turn opaque when a window is maximized, which errors are applied. Instead, they remain transparent, which is to be the additional features present in Windows 7. Next comes the hardware requirement. Here, the hardware requirements of Windows 7 depends upon their versions. Depend upon their architecture, here Windows 7 are classified into two, that is 32-bit and 64-bit. When we are coming as hardware requirements, we have to discuss about architecture, processor speed, memory, graphic card, hard disk free space, optical devices, etc. Now, when we are coming for processing speed, both for 32-bit as well as 64-bit, it is 1 GHz is the processor speed. When we go for memory means, it represents RAM, in which for 32-bit we have to adapt 1 GB of RAM, and for 64-bit we have to adapt 2 GB of RAM, which is all set to be as the minimum hardware requirements for Windows 7. Next comes the graphics card. Supports for DirectX 9 graphic devices with 128 MB of graphics memory. For Windows Aero, which we discussed before, that is the transport window can all be fed in Windows 7. These all depends upon this graphic card. Next comes the hardware free space. For 32-bit version, it to be 16 GB of availability of disk space, and for 64-bit, it should be of 20 GB of optical disk space. Next, drives, DVD drives, and all other features can all be present here. Now we are going to deal about the removed features which are present in Windows Vista and previous versions are not present in Windows 7. The main thing is that the outer look of the Windows 7 is totally changes from all other versions. Like example, the transparent windows and the viewing of the graphical panel, everything changes. Even the startup menu also changes when compared with the previous version of Windows. The main three applications compared with the previous versions removed are Windows Photo Gallery, Windows Movie Maker, and Windows Mail, which are all removed in Windows 7. And a new feature include called Windows Live Essential. In additionally, many features are added with this Windows Live Essential.